New Logics in the Market Part 2. Do you know this? About intoxication? All Hidden Questions. This book is written by Mr. Deepak Satya. Question 16. What are the differences between ordinary people and business people? Answer. Till now we were discussing ordinary people. It means people who are not associated with the corporate world. Now we discuss corporate people. Whenever we present earlier told facts, corporate people laugh at ordinary people. They can easily understand that how people in their community make fools of the rest of the world. It means they know that profiteer business people, who become messengers of evil, are making fools of common people by spreading rumors. One can see methods clearly by which the profiteers of his/her community make fools of ordinary people. Most of the corporate beings of the corporate world proudly said the Indian saying, "The passengers are responsible for their luggage. Everyone should take care of themselves." It means we are not responsible for the well-being of our customers. They often give statements like, "Our job is to make goods and market them in every possible way. Our accountability is with our system, but the public is responsible for themselves." Then why do they get fooled by our agents? If the goods are not sold, we will suffer losses, but the public should see their losses. It was understood in my study that corporate people feel that they are completely different from the common people, whereas ordinary people are found in the house of every person associated with the business world. So let's talk about the corporate world in India. Check closely whether they are different from the public or not. If they are different, then what are the differences? The creatures of the corporate world are those who feel that they are not ordinary Indians, rather they are very special. They are sure that the rest of the Indians are just spending their lives, whereas they are living human life to the full. Common Indian never trapped in pageantry of clothes. They wear the same clothes day and night, whereas corporate people have a dress code for every hour. Normal Indians wear clothes as per convenience, whereas corporate people wear clothes to look rich and classy. They wear a tuxedo in Indian summers and can't take a single breath without air condition. Corporate people's food and lifestyle are completely different from ordinary Indians. Ordinary Indians return from their offices and forget their work, as the world is going to doom tonight and there will no office tomorrow. Whereas the creature of the corporate world keep doing business while they eating, bathing, walking, exercising, partying, attending weddings, attending birthdays, attending the funeral and during the morning meetings. Their bodies leave the offices but not their souls. Normal Indians join their society at the very first moment of crossing the office's door. They meet 20 to 50 people at their route from the office to home. They keep asking their neighbors and relatives about their well-being. Whereas corporate people are focused all the time. They can't even think to talk with neighbors or relatives when their spouses as well children yearn to see their faces. There is no time to talk with parents. On complaining, the typical answer comes, "We are doing this for the happiness of all of us." Happiness is neither received by the family nor by themselves. They saw happiness in materials and job increments. Our society has been captured by fake worldliness. Due to that, human not lives their true human life. Ordinary people also waste their human life. Yet they at least live 5% of their life as a true human. But the breathing machines of the corporate world, unable to get even 1%. They become currency printing machines from the very first moment when they joined the corporate world. They just earn money in their entire lifespan. Did you born as human just to earn money? These cursed people heard this question of their conscience just before death. Friend, they think that they are different from normal people in every sense. But they don't know the fact that just like ordinary people, they too are the victims of profiteer business people, who become messengers of evil. Just like normal people, they have also been trapped in intoxication through rumors. The only difference is in the dialogues. Profiteer business people, who become messengers of evil, use different dialogues to capture corporate people. Let us see examples. Normal people drink alcohol, whereas corporate people drink whiskey and wine. Ordinary people organize small gatherings, whereas corporate people do corporate parties or rave parties. Normal people go to wine shops or vineyards, whereas corporate people go to hotels and pubs. Ordinary people are called sharabi or nashedi, whereas corporate ones are called chain smokers, alcoholics, drug addicts, or intoxication users. When intoxication destroys lives, ordinary people find doctors, government hospitals, less expensive private hospitals, local leaders, lawyers, and drug-to-addiction centers. Whereas corporate people looking for specialist doctors, expensive hospitals, community counselors, advocates, and rehabilitation centers. Yes, there are two other differences. Profiteer business people, who become messengers of evil, need to do lots of hard work to capture ordinary people into the trap of intoxication. Whereas, profiteer business people who become messengers of evil have to do nothing to trap new people from the corporate world. Corporate people come by own. Profiteer business people who become messengers of evil earn less from ordinary people. Whereas the corporate people give huge money to profiteer business people, who become messengers of evil. So if you look carefully, you will find those corporate people more naive than ordinary people. In specific words, they are the easy targets. I am seeing disrespect to corporate people, right? Indeed, I am not doing so. Neither I am saying bad things for them nor proving them foolish. I'm just cleaning their mirrors. The dust which covered the mirrors of common people, the same has settled on the mirrors of the corporate ones, due to which they do not see their reality till death. Just think for a while, then answered, if you come out of the world of illusion, then will it pleases evil? No. That is why evil wants you to look at my words from the perspective of whether I am saying bad words to you or calling you stupid. Why? With this mindset, you will never understand the real meaning of my words. You may try it twice or 1,000 times. Evil wants the heroes of the corporate world to remain in darkness, just as the rest of the Indians are in darkness. Heroes who have the greatest ability, strength, perspective, and resources to spread goodness in India, keep watering the cultivation of evil by being fooled by evil. Friend, I am just trying to clear the fact that the profiteer business people, who become messengers of evil, first separated the corporate people from the rest, and then trapped them into the trap of profit. They show you profit, so that you start hunting for your small profits, whereas your boss is going to earn millions by doing nothing. Yes, my friend, if you belong to the corporate world, then you must ask a simple question to yourself that, who earns profit for company owners? You and people like you earn profits for them. Company owners do nothing bad. They hire ordinary people to harm ordinary people like you. Let's uncover a secret that everyone knows about, but neither believes nor remembers. Do you know where the concept of the corporate world came from? If you search by own, then this answer will come out that the British brought this concept to our India. Many people must have forgotten this, so remind you that the British came to India with a single intention of plunder. The other invaders looted India and returned to their respective countries, whereas the British decide to stay in India so that they exploit India for a long time. History is witness that the British were very successful in their mission. Friend, the British took us Indians in the guise of corporate. Why did they do it? So that we simple and good-hearted Indians forget our simplicity and good-heartedness. So that we Indians forget our existence and work day and night for the British. So that we Indians separate ourselves from other Indians. Once this happens, these traitor Indians will focus more attention on making the British wealthier. So that we hard-working Indians become bulls of the crusher and forget ourselves and put all our strength in making the British rich. When the British started to succeed in their plan, some conscious Indians raised their voice. To suppress their voice, the British started giving Indians incentives in return for their good work. The British started giving high positions to Indians in their system companies. By it, they have proved that we give full respect to Indians. We naives could not understand the trick of the British. We took the position and started working more to maintain the dignity of the post. The incumbent Indians did not find time to think that they have gained or lost, because after getting the higher post, they stopped protesting and started silencing the rest of the opposing voices. The British started giving us more salaries. We innocent Indians could not understand that more salary means more work. The big salary goes to vaults and remains there for the longest period because there was no time to spend that salary on real things. The British started giving us big houses. You must think for a while that if owners fulfill the main and very significant need like home, then will you work day and night for them? That is exactly what the British wanted. This is exactly what we naive Indians did. They got houses, but they could not sleep properly in them. On the contrary, the British used these houses as their publicity. Due to this, the opposing voices themselves became silent. Many believe that if not today, then tomorrow they will also get a house. Due to which they became more loyal to the British. Friends, one fine the British left India, but before leaving they committed two big scandals. First, what they started in 1857, the same they did in 1947. They inject emotional poison into the hearts of Indian brothers, sisters, and our friends. With the help of that, they divide us and make a separate country named Pakistan. In 1947, one of India's hands was cut off and called Pakistan. See the painful result. First we became neighbors, later converts into enemies. To date, the culture of both countries is the same, yet we are fighting and dying for 72 years. There is no enough food in both houses, but in the name of protection from each other, we burn billions every year. The children of both do not have basic education. Quality education is a super dream of both neighbors, yet both have modern weapons. It is pretty much evident that the trick of the British was so good that they are taking advantage of it to date. They do so without coming to India and Pakistan. Other countries have been taking advantage of the situations of India-Pakistan too. Second, the British threw Indians into the fire of the corporate system. We are burning in the fire of corporate to date, and becoming poorer day by day. If you do not believe, then find out that at the time of independence, $1 was equal to our 1 rupee. After 72 years of independence, we have become so rich that we get 72 rupees in $1. If you think carefully, then you will feel ashamed of this poverty in the country of expensive cars as well as hotels. I remember before and after independence, Mahatma Gandhi ji constantly saying that 80% of Indians live in villages. If we want to make a real development of the whole of India, then we should take full care of handcuffed industries. So that every hand gets work and every pocket gets enough money. But nobody respected that, gentlemen. The British had put us in the trap of corporate. Many capitalist houses opened in India. So ignoring the handcuffed industries, we kept running the same system that was going on since the British era. You will be surprised to know that many laws of independent India are still there which were made by the British. India, known as Vishwaguru, began to consider itself so retarded that we adopted the British system of economy. Ignoring 80% of the people, the country which started running is still running today according to 10% of the people. British law prevails. Same pageantry of the British justice system. The social system the British operate. Their share market operates. Almost every Indian want to dress, eat, look, and live like the British. Like the British, we need a nuclear family. Like them, we need old age homes. Like the British, we need our relatives once in 6 months for a few hours. We are desperate to take education like them. Like the British, we want an adulterer life. We need a corporate system like them. Like the British, we need different types of intoxications. Like them, we need sexual pleasure at a younger age. Like the British, we want to read, listen, and watch pornography. Like them, we want to make different sexual postures. Like the British, we need many companions. Like them, one partner is not enough for us. Like them, Indians attract women with wealth and power. When we achieve them, then we do inhuman activities just like them. We have spoken the English language like the British. Whoever speaks Hindi or other regional language proves to be desi, illiterate, uncouth as well as uncivilized. Like them, English has full influence in Indian schools and colleges. The vogue of English is never-ending. Like British parents, Indian parents teach nose, eyes, and head to little Indian kids. They feel ashamed if their kids will speak nak, ankh, and sir in Hindi or any regional language. I was surprised to see that Indian children are taught British history in Indian schools made in India. Isn't it strange? Yes, this is the disturbing truth of incredible India and Vishwaguru Indians. Are you wondering why we want to be like the British? Even if you think a lot, you will not get an answer. The answer will be found here today. The answer to this bayonet question is hidden in response to that question: how did thousands of British rule over millions of Indians? You are requested to read it carefully and use your intelligence to know its reality. The British came to India. They noticed that all Indians eat nutritious food only. Everybody does yoga, pranayama, and exercise, so all of us were strong and healthy. Everyone maintains cleanliness and beauty, which does not cause diseases. So we used to be very healthy. With the help of dance, music, and sports, everyone was mentally healthy. Even if there is any physical or mental disease by mistake, then our Chikitasakas, Vaidyas, who were highly qualified Indian doctors, would take care of us. Our Indian doctors did not cure us quickly. They cured us slowly, by eliminating the disease from its root. The British understand that they could not make us slaves, because they had nothing that we Indians wanted. They need something that we did not have, by which they let down us. After some time, they got the remedy from the mouth of an Indian. A funny Indian inadvertently called Gora, white, to a British. He only said it once. The sly British pondered the word and began to dance happily. Just then, the British started calling themselves whites and blacks to Indians. Yes, friend, the British started discrimination against blacks and whites. Before the British, we Indians used to call God to a very black man, and his blackness was praised as an adjective. Do you remind something? Yes, here we talking about Lord Krishna, whose quality is said to be, he is darker than a black cloud. Yes, friend, we Indians did not distinguish between black and white. But as we were involved in the successful scheme of evil, which some naive Indians called Varna Vaivastha, we instantly accept the color distinction. In just one aspect, the British started to let down us. This was the beginning. Later, we start to recognize the British as the people of a better civilization. British knowingly let down us in each aspect, and we let them do. Within few years, we Indians started to consider ourselves inferior to the British in each aspect of life. Under the influence of the British, we Indians gave up yoga, pranayama, and exercise. We left dancing, singing, and sports due to them. We took these as a waste of time. They gave us intoxications. They made us slacker, by which we left cleaning. They make dirty to our beautiful country. They create a favorable atmosphere for diseases. When diseases started spreading, they convinced us that our Vaidyas, Chikitasakas, treat slowly and less effectively. Just because of them, we leave our Vaidyas, Chikitasakas, and accept the treatment of British doctors. They called nonsense to our education system. First of all, we admit this rubbish. Secondly, assumes that if someone does not know English, she is not educated. See what we have today. We forgot that the British intended to rob us, not to do good to us. Then why are we still walking the path shown by them? Why do we Indians have to become English? British started fooling us. After independence, the capitalists of our country inadvertently took advantage of it. Yes, friends, it all happened unknowingly, because the capitalists of our country had no idea that they were doing wrong. To understand the situation of the capitalists of our country, you should watch the famous Hollywood film Iron Man. Every capitalist in our country is Tony Stark. Then you will understand that the capitalist of our country is not bad at all. They are only trapped in the system which the British, messengers of evil, were made for us. The early capitalists unknowingly exploited their countrymen, women. The new capitalists unknowingly chose intoxicants for profit. Like others, they only want profit. They don't want to do anything bad with anybody. They just want to earn more and more profit. This desire for profit brought them to find new customers within the corporate world. They learned with Recce that the corporate world is a place where minimum efforts can bring you maximum profit. Who goes to stops them? They develop 7 rumors with time. Till now, each rumor is successful. With the help of just 7 rumors, they earn huge profits till now. Do you remember rumors? If not, then I repeat for you. Intoxication is necessary to look modern, classy, stylish, and professional. Intoxication is necessary for creativity. Intoxication is necessary to stay focused. Intoxication is necessary to mingle. Intoxication is essential to make good contacts. Intoxication is necessary to get progresses in the careers. Intoxication is necessary to relax. Let's see the reality of the dialogues which roam as rumors in the corridors of the corporate world, and turn independent as well as strong-head people into slaves of intoxications. From security guards to MDs, everyone is the prey of evil. Every slave of intoxication is an important asset for profiteer business people, who become messengers of evil.